A suspect shot and killed Friday by Robbinsdale police led to a protest through the streets of Robbinsdale Wednesday afternoon. The suspect, who was fatally shot, charged at officers with a knife. That's according to police. As Yang reports, this rally was a call for more answers, not just in Robbinsdale, but for all police shootings in general. She brings us both sides.
Protesters who say they're against police brutality gathered along the street next to the Pump and Munch gas station in Robbinsdale. The rally following officer-related shootings in Minneapolis and Robbinsdale.
Because if they don't get no justice,
they don't get no peace. In wake of recent police shootings, including the fatal shooting of Brian Andren in Robbinsdale,
he did not have to lose his life.
Protesters demanded transparency Wednesday from police.
They've caused so much harm at this point that families just don't know what to believe anymore. We don't have no video. We don't know what to believe.
In the Robbinsdale case, there is both body camera and dash cam video being looked at by the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, which is conducting an independent investigation. The suspect, Brian Andren, had a felony warrant out for his arrest. Police spotted his vehicle at the Pump and Munch gas station Friday. Andren fled the scene, leading to a brief police chase. Eventually, Andren got out of his truck with a knife. Police say officers made several attempts to get Andren to drop the knife with command and a taser. But they say Andren continued to charge at Robbinsdale officers with a weapon in an aggressive manner. That's when Robbinsdale officer Sergeant Brian Sloat discharged his gun, shooting the suspect. Officers attempted life-saving measures, but Andren died at the scene.
We will continue to put our hands up in unity.
Wednesday's protesters don't agree with the way police handled the situation.
He had a knife. So, I mean, you can't sustain a man with a knife when people just storm the Capitol with all of their big weapons, their big guns. But this man had a little knife. You guys had big old guns. A bunch of them. A bunch of the police had big guns.
A few blocks away, standing by the Robbinsdale police station, supporters there say they believe police were justified.
We know that they tried to use non-lethal force and use a taser first. And they had asked him to obviously drop the knife. He was using deadly force at them, and unfortunately, then he lost his life.
Jenna Norton says she's thankful for police and their duty to protect.
It's just really important to us that they know that they have support from the community, that we trust their judgment, and we value their service and sacrifice.
Body cameras and squad dash cameras of the incident have not been released, pending investigation. In Robbinsdale, Yang, CCX News.
Meanwhile, the officer who fired the fatal shot was involved in litigation for an incident 8 years ago. Sergeant Brian Sloat was accused of excessive force in 2013 when he pulled over a man on a February morning for suspected drunken driving. That man turned out to be former Gopher basketball star Melvin Newbern. Sloat said Newbern refused to cooperate and get in the squad car. He later admitted to kneeing Newbern several times to make the arrest, but maintained he acted in a reasonable manner. Both sides eventually reached an out-of-court settlement paying Newbern $185,000, with Sloat's attorney saying the cost of defending this case through trial would be very high. Sloat, who held the rank of officer at the time, eventually returned to work and was later promoted to sergeant.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.